First, we need to fold our paper into 12 sections so that we can have a spot for each color in the color wheel. Start by folding the bottom of your paper up to the top. I'm going slow enough in the video, you should be able to follow right along. I have the fold closest to my stomach. Next, we're going to fold one side over to the other. Left or right does not matter. Go ahead and crease it. The most important part is to know where the folds are. Next, I'm going to kind of tilt my paper so that the folds are pointing towards my body. And we need to turn this into thirds. So we're going to fold one corner over, keeping it at a point. And you want to line it up so that those two sides are about the same. Get them as close as you possibly can. It's important to make sure that your point stays a point. Otherwise, you're going to get a little wonky in the middle of your color wheel. Once you crease it down, we're going to flip it over. And you're going to fold that other flap back as well. So pick that side up and fold it over towards the crease. Make sure it stays in a nice sharp point, and then crease it down flat. When we go to open this, you will have 12 sections on your paper. Our next step is to label the color wheel. You can start on the outside if you want, or inside the silhouette. Wherever you start your color wheel doesn't matter either. We're just going to use the initials for the colors, so we're going to start with red, red, orange. So we're going to use R and RO, and then we're just going to go all the way around. Keep in mind here, this shape goes into that a little further, so I'm going to go ahead and label that so I don't forget it. You can use the handouts provided by your teacher, or the color wheel list that's listed on the screen. Once the inside of your color wheel is labeled, we're going to label the background. You need to use that color's complement in order to complete this step. I will have the color wheel coming up here soon. You can pause the video or use the handouts provided by your teacher. Next, we're going to get ready to paint. Before you start painting, I would erase your label and the line so we don't have any pencil stuck under our paint. I always like to start with the lightest color first, this being yellow. If you notice when I'm painting the sides, I'm moving my entire hand to get a nice straight line. Don't go back and forth and make your line really choppy, or you won't have a clean finished look. I didn't fast forward or anything through this portion of the video. This is how slow I was actually going to make sure I have nice clean lines. It's important to make sure that you have enough paint on your brush. If you have enough paint, you should be able to lay down a nice even layer without seeing paper through your painting. You want an even coat over the entire surface. I'll go ahead and speed back up. I'm going to paint the next yellow section, but remember this time it's on the outside of the color wheel. For each color you do, you should have one inside and one outside. This will create the complementary color effect. When it's time to start mixing your colors, it's good to remember to always mix your darker color into your lighter color. So for example, I'm going to be moving on to my oranges, And I'm going to mix a little bit of red into my yellow to make that yellow orange. Go ahead and paint both of those sections, then add a little more red in to get orange and a little more red to get red-orange. Once that's complete, use a wipey to wipe your brush off and then go straight into red to paint your red section. Once you're finished with your red, you can go ahead and put a little bit of blue into your red to make a red-violet. Add more blue to make purple, even more blue for blue-violet. Wipe your brush off with a wipey and then go straight into blue. Once those colors were complete, then I went on to the greens.